G'day, folks. So it appears that they've decided to kill the James Bond franchise. I guess they just don't give a shit anymore whether this thing continues on or not, because they've decided to just shit all over his entire character, the whole history of the franchise, and just give a big middle finger F you to all the fans, and to tell them all that we're all going to be racists and misogynists. They get to give us the whole double whammy there if we don't like their new future direction of changing James Bond into a black woman now. And I don't have a problem with a black female action hero character, but guess what? Make a new character. Just get a pen, get a paper, Mr. Hollywood writers, and write a new character. Why do you have to take James Bond and subvert him and destroy his character? All right? Why don't you write yourselves a new character that's a black female empowered, secret agent who works for MI5. Or if you want to have her be part of the James Bond universe, guess what? Make her agent 008 or 0050 whatever. Why does it have to be 007? You know why? Because they just want to jab at the right. That's all it is. They just want to jab at anyone who isn't to the left of Stalin. That's all it is. And it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful that the producers and the writers and all of these people are actually, green-lighted this idea to do this to this beloved character that so many people love and enjoy and have enjoyed for over 50 years. Why would you do this? Not only are they alienating all the actual James Bond fans, but they're just delusional to think they're gonna rope in millennials and younger people to the James Bond franchise to start loving the 007 and all that. Well, guess what? They're going to be pulled in and roped into this character and this world, and then they're going to go and discover all the old movies and how they're so much freaking better than anything new that they're going to come up with, and they're probably going to reject this new direction. This new direction is going to bomb big time. This new movie that's coming out next year, I think, it's going to bomb. Why? I don't know why they've done this. Well, I mean, I do know why. I mean, these people who write this shit, they're ideologues. They're lunatics. They're politically crazed maniacs. And because they're not doing it for the money, because they know there's no money in this. Part of me thinks they gin up this controversy so, for publicity for their movie, because, any press is good press or whatever, that whole philosophy. And there is some truth to that. But in the end, if you're ginning up a shit ton of press that's bad press, and then you deliver something that's a steaming pile of shit like this looks like it's going to be, then all that press ain't going to help you. It's actually just going to sink you. And I think that's what's going to happen here. I don't see this movie doing well, and I don't see the franchise doing well moving forward. I'd actually forgive this decision that they've done if they introduced her character. They're like, hey, you're taking over, you're now 007, and then somehow she has an accident or she fails her first mission and then it's just given straight back to James Bond, so that she was 007 for like 5 minutes of the movie, and then they could say, hey, activists, you can't complain. You got your black female 007. No complaints now. You got her. You didn't specify how long you wanted her for, so we gave you 5 minutes and then it's over. But of course they're not going to do anything like that. It's being written by some, crazed feminist lunatic. So, what a shame. Such a great character. I guess he was too much of a toxic male, hey? Saving too many people, saving too many women. God forbid he, made a few moves on some of them. God, he didn't force anybody. It was always consensual. So I don't know what the problem was. Apparently this movie is going to, address his toxic masculinity and his misogyny and his sexism and all that. What horse shit. No one goes to a James Bond movie to be politically, lectured about feminism and wokeness and all that horse shit. So, this is the death of James Bond, unless, someone goes in there by force and rips those bloody notepads off those writers out of their hands, fires them all, and rewrites the whole damn thing. But that ain't going to happen. So I guess we're going to have to get one woke James Bond movie at least. And hopefully it'll tank bad enough that they will sack that whole writing team and bring in some fresh faces who can just write a nice politically neutral movie. If we were going to be fair, we should get like 20 or 30 freaking years of right-wing conservative movies just to even the scales a little bit. Because all we've been getting for the past, well, at least 20 years is just left-wing politically correct garbage coming out of Hollywood all the time. You'll still get your gems that'll poke through every now and then. A lot of times they're just politically neutral movies and they just feel so fresh because they're not far left. Anyway, got myself ranting here. I'm not an enormous James Bond fan. I am a fan of the franchise. I do like a lot of the movies. I actually liked Daniel Craig's Casino Royale as well. I still don't think he holds a candle to Sean Connery as actually fulfilling the role of James Bond, or even Roger Moore. I enjoyed him as well. And I actually like Pierce Brosnan too. But just the way they're going, I mean, I guess it was inevitable that the SJW politics are sort of leeching into everything nowadays, everything pop culture. They have to subvert everything, be it Ghostbusters, be it James Bond now, be it any franchise or video game or comic books or anything they can get their dirty grubby hands on. But this era of victories for them is going to be short-lived. It's almost over now. They've already peaked. Trust me, they peaked a few years ago, because public opinion, if you didn't notice all the elections happening around the Western world, they ain't going the way of the left. All right, so their popularity has waned, and it peaked a while ago, and it's they're on the decline now. So there is a paradigm shift happening, and that will filter down to movies and pop culture eventually. It's just a matter of time, folks, and we just gotta wait it out. We just gotta wait it out until the decent stuff can come back out of Hollywood again. And hey, the trailer for Top Gun was a nice indication of that. There didn't seem to be any politics in that, and hopefully it stays that way. And so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Rest in peace, James Bond. And I guess, his character will come back one day. So instead of saying rest in peace, James Bond, maybe I should say long live James Bond. Long may he reign as king of the toxic males of, the spy world. I guess I don't know what else to say, folks. Been ranting long enough now. I'll leave it there. So, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. God bless you all. And if you want to make movies great again and end this woke apocalypse plaguing our world, gotta vote with the wallets.